Stock reviewed the trading figures at the exchange today, and joining me is an equities trader at APT Securities and Funds Limited, Mr. Jamiu Mohammed. Mr. Mohammed, good afternoon and thank you for your time as always.
Good afternoon, viewers. It's a pleasure to be here today. It's a great day.
Yes, the market is closing really significantly in green. Tell us, this has been on for a few days. What is happening?
Yes, I'll send you the different forum that in this economy, we have seen a situation whereby there is inflow of funds into this economy. If you go back to what happened in the recent time, when government wants to raise bond from the bond market, the rest of the bond, they were to raise about 700 billion. But at the end of the day, the bond was oversubscribed by 2.1 trillion. That is more than 700%. They wanted to raise 300 billion. So they were able to raise about 2.1 trillion. That's more than 700%. Later, they came to the market also to raise green bond. The green bond was, they were to raise about 3 billion, and they were able to go with like 7 billion, if my figures get me right. So you see all this fund that has been in the market, that has been, you cannot take more than 15% or oversubscription of what you have. So there is return money in the hands of this bond investor that they intend to invest. So this money finds their way back to capital market. And that is why you see the level of activities that we have been trading so far is very magnificent and also encouraging. When you look at the figure ended last week, figures traded in the market that ended last week on the 20th Friday, you see that market traded more than 100 billion. But if you compare it to a week before that, that's 13th of June, market traded just 51 billion or so. So you see the level at which the market is growing. And we have started witnessing this last week. And the thing also continued up to this moment. Now we are now at the threshold of trading above 20 billion every day, instead of 10, 12 that we normally trade before. So in essence, what I want to say is that there is inflow of funds into this market. So that is why we have it today. And you see the gaining we are having today, market ASI gain 1.22% in the market. And the volume of shares traded today is around 861 million units. And the value traded is 26 billion worth of stock traded today. Look at this value analysis of those stocks that traded above 1 billion today. We have about 9 stocks that traded above 1 billion today. The chart is being led by Zenith Bank, which traded above 3 billion today. Another traded above 2 billion today. So also Nestle, followed by Nigerian Breweries. GT traded 1.71 billion today. Fidelity, followed by Fidelity by 1.65 billion. We have Cadbury trading 1.2 billion. We have Okomo Oil 1.1, and also Access Corp traded 1.1 billion today. So all these 9 stocks constitute about 17 billion trades that we have in the market. When you look at the total of what we have, the value we have, constitutes almost around 65% of what traded in the market. So what it means is that this level or this new activity that we have now is a bit encouraging. And look at the gainer, we have 58 gainers against 17 losers. And the gainer is being led by Dangote Sugar, which gained 10%, and Owando also gained 10%. And the loser chart is being led by Universal Press, which lost its rope 8.25% in the market. So that is the figure that we have so far in the market. But in essence, the market has been displaying this kind of momentum just because there are inflow of funds into the market. And don't forget, I've always been saying this, that the market has the fundamentals. And whenever you come into the market, you are also coming to buy valuable listed company in the market.
Analysis. Now, Owando, for me, the flip-flop we've seen in the Middle East and the effects on the oil price, do you see that impacting some of this, all companies trading at the market? And also, there's an expectation of Dangote refinery to list at the exchange. How does that also come to you?
So the first aspect of the question is as regards to the oil companies.
Yes.
It's expected that the issue in the Middle East, there is no clear direction as to whether there's going to be ceasefire. But if there is ceasefire, there's going to be a kind of downward trend in the global oil prices. But if the war still continues, we should expect a situation whereby the oil price will go up. So what the outcome is coming out from the issue from the Middle East, we are going to feel it in the oil and gas sector, and also the oil and gas sector in the market. The listed company under oil and gas sector will also affect their prices. So, but what we have in Owando, the reason why we have Owando gaining that strength, 10% leading the gainers chart, is because of the fact that they released their results yesterday. They have released their first quarter result. So the result came in a bit late because it is the time we have been expecting second quarter results. You are just coming out the first quarter result. That's not the issue. But when you look at the figures in these results being released so far, you will realize that yes, they were able to increase they are able to increase their revenue from 935 billion, from 915 billion to 935 billion. Also, they were able to lower the cost of sales. So this has given a sort of finance income has increased significantly. So these figures make them to have a profit, declare a good profit compared to what they have in the same period last year. So people actually come up for this talk, but how this rally, is this rally gaining momentum in Owando? Is it sustainable? I would say that may not be, but let's see how the event unfold because of the fact that we are in the gaining trend in the market. So it's likely to follow the trend in the market. Now, looking at Dangote refinery, you have seen that the Dangote refinery has passed through a lot of hurdles. Now the company is being stabilized now as regards to the operations and also other issue around it that has been raised by federal government. That's a tussle of power that has happened in the oil and gas sector that made the company perceive they are not going to continue operating the way they have been. So now they have passed those hurdles. So the next thing is to see how it's going to be listed. So what we have had that is in pipeline, and we believe that coming to the market, I think is what the chairman, Alhaji Aliko Dangote, we want to do, and that is going to be what is going to be his achievement on the oil and gas, Dangote refinery. Don't forget, is the biggest refinery in the whole world as we speak. So we are expecting it, and we believe that it will surely come into the market.
Thank you so much, Mr. Jamiu Mohammed. It's always an interesting conversation with you speaking around markets. Do enjoy the rest of your day and have a great one.
It's a pleasure. Thank you very much.